Let's look at what this Tesla rebound we had today really means. So Tesla is up $15.79, 7.33%, closed at 231.28. Post-market, we seem to be up by $1 additional. So let's look at what we have here on the chart. If we don't look at the chart, we cannot understand what has happened today. Tesla has been into a downward channel. These two lines are showing the decreasing price of Tesla over time starting on July 20th. The price of Tesla has been decreasing. There has been some periods of stabilization within that descent. And now today we are living an increase. So we are increasing within a downward channel. This is normal behavior. This is normal behavior. Let's look at this downward channel that we had right here. We had a downward channel on September 26, 2022. So these two lines here were showing us that Tesla was going down. Within a downward channel, a stock should be bouncing from the support to resistance, back to support, back to resistance. This is the behavior within a channel. And this is exactly what happened here in 2022. We started right here on the support, tried to go a little bit higher, came back on the support, and then crossed on the other side, and then came down, went right to the resistance right here, and we had a nice move up here. We had a nice move up here, but that move was not with stochastic over 60. Stochastic is really important here. Stochastic was not over 60, so this move up was not to be believed. And that move went right up there to the resistance, and then boom, it crashed again. We tried to go a little bit higher. Stochastic was not there, so this was not a good move. We tried right here. We tried right here and we broke the downward resistance, but we did not have stochastic over 60. We need to have stochastic over 60 to have a move up. We had a break of the downward resistance. We did not have stochastic over 60. What did happen? It continued to go down. So we need stochastic over 60 in order to remove the risk of entering into a stock. Now, what we have today is exactly that. We are still into our downward channel. This is the channel right here. And we are having a nice move up. This is a nice move up. This is super nice. This is 15 bucks. This is 7%. That's a nice move. We don't have stochastic over 60 yet. We don't have a break of the downward resistance. We have broken the first one. We have broken the first one, but as we have seen in the past, we have sometime broken the first one on July 31st, August 1st, August 3rd, August 9th. We have in the past broken this first one, and then we're stopped by the second one. We should just get smarter and only consider the second one. So the first one has been broken, the second one has not been broken, so we are still into a downward channel. We are still into a downward channel. You can buy at any point in time. You could have bought yesterday. You could have bought on July 21st right here. You can buy at any point in time. What I am talking to you are de-risking criteria. I am giving you the de-risking criteria to improve the odds of your trading. Sometimes it's possible that you can just be lucky. So maybe buying this morning was just a lucky shot. That happens, but this is not a sustainable strategy. So right now, Tesla on the daily chart is still not a buy. I will consider it a buy when we break this downward resistance right here. And then because we are so close to this horizontal resistance at 240.89, I think we should wait for that. And of course, we are going to be needing stochastic over 60. So this move could be a nice move, but we could be stopped right here. This is a possibility right here. If we take a look at the 1 hour chart, we have a different story. So on the 1 hour chart, one candle equals 1 hour, and we have a lot more buying opportunities. So there's a buying opportunity on the 1 hour chart. On the first hour here, we had a nice gap up right here. We had a nice gap up and we got stochastic over 60 after that first hour, but we were still into this downward channel. You could have bought right then at that point, but this would have been a little bit riskier. And then we basically stayed sideways for the first 3 hours, and then we started to go back up. And right here at 1:30, we have broken our downward resistance. We have broken the next available horizontal resistance. And if we don't wait for a break of a horizontal resistance, we could just be going sideways. So this is not what we want. We want a stock to start to go up before we are getting in. So we had everything right here at 130 after that candle that finished at 230. And then we are basically going sideways right here. If you want to get into Tesla very quickly, you can get in right now on the 1 hour chart. This means that you need to follow your trade at least once every hour. You need to watch your trade after every candle. This is how it works. If you enter on the daily chart, you need to look at your charts every single day because you could have a candle that will break a support and that you will need to get out. If you are playing on the 5-minute chart, you need to check it every 5 minutes. And now on the 1 hour chart, it's after every hour. So after every hour, we could have a move like this and then we could be caving in like this. If you see something like this, you can stay in the move right here, and as soon as it starts to stabilize, if it does that and then starts to go down, then you can sell at that point and keep some profit. It's important to know that if you are entering on the 1 hour chart without a buy signal on the daily chart, it's possible that the move on the 1 hour chart is really a short-term move that won't last a long time. It's possible that it continues, but chances are that it might not continue that much. So let's look at our indicators. So stochastic is not over 60 as I mentioned. MACD is still not registering this too much. We have a little bit of a blimp on the RSI. It's no longer oversold, but it's not above 50 again. And the MI is also not convinced on this. As I said, one candle does not make a trend, but it's possible that this can lead somewhere. On the daily chart, we are just going to have to wait a little bit in order to get a better signal. Let's take a look at some Tesla news. So Tesla loses one of its most senior engineering executives, Colin Campbell. His name is Colin Campbell and he is going to a company founded by Tesla co-founder and board member J.B. Straubel. So Colin joined Tesla in 2006 when the company was nothing more than a small startup with a plan to bring an electric sports car. So he was there for a long time. And in 2016, he joined the executive team as the director of engineering for power electronics. He was quickly promoted to senior director in charge of all powertrain development, responsible for the electrical, mechanical, and manufacturing engineering of high power electronics, motors, gearboxes, battery packs, and charging systems across both vehicles and energy businesses. This guy was a major player. And then most recently, he was vice president of powertrain at Tesla, but he has now announced that he is leaving the company after 17 years. You cannot keep everybody forever. Business is business. So also Tesla Cybertruck was spotted on a glacier in Iceland for promo reel ahead of launch. It's nice to see all of these pre-production steps. They are making it clear that the Cybertruck is really coming. Let's take a look at the VIX. So VIX is down a little bit, 0.15, 0.87%, closed at 1714. So it went a little bit higher than 1792, which is a support that we had in the past, but it came down during the day. It's still a little bit elevated compared to where we were not too long ago. Rivian is up 40 cents, 1.92%, closed at 21.18. So we are really stabilizing on the buyer support at 2016. And we are still part of our bullish channel. Rivian got a little bit overexcited right here, and now we are coming back into the bullish channel. And we don't have stochastic over 60 yet to be ready for another move yet. Xpeng 1.45, that's 9.68%. Closed at 1643. So this one is back up above 1557. So really what happened on Friday was just a fluke. It was just a fluke, and things are a little bit more back on track, and we are still in our bullish channels. We could be bouncing on this. You could buy at that point if there's a bounce, and if you want to be a little bit more sure, you can wait for 1812. NEO is up 0.28, that's 2.62%, closed at 1095. Post market we are down a little bit, so this one is just basically going sideways. We are into a congestion zone. The tug of war between the buyers and sellers has been even since Friday. We are stuck between 1021 and 1131. If we have a break there, this could be a buy. If we have a break there, this could be a short. Palantir, it's downward channel. We are up 10 cents, 0.69%, closed at 1450, and we don't have stochastic over 60. Nvidia, this is a significant move. So we are up $36.68. That's a lot. Up 8.47%, closed at 469.67. Post-market, we seem to be up by an additional $2.33. We have the earnings call that is going to happen on Wednesday, so maybe people are getting excited ahead of this earnings call. You can enter right now with a little bit more risk because we don't know what is going to happen on the earnings call, or you can wait after the earnings call, and then if that earnings call was super great, then you can enter at that point and hope that it continues up, and you might have missed a little bit of the move in between. The way I used to deal with uncertainty around the earnings is that I sometimes buy call options. So they don't cost much and they can allow you to profit from the upside after the earnings call. And you can even convert your options into stocks if you want to, or just sell the options with profit. In terms of technical analysis, it would be best to wait for 479.22 to make sure that Nvidia is really outside of the congestion zone before getting in. But this is only a de-risking aspect. You do your own research and you make your own decisions. Let's take a look quickly at the indices. So QQQ is up 161, still outside of its downward channel. Dow Jones is stabilizing on 34,268. SPX is bouncing a little bit, so we are up 0.69%, but still outside of the downward channel. Nasdaq still within its downward channel. We are up 1.56%. This is a little bit better, but we don't have stochastic over 60 yet. Okay, the 10-year bond is going higher and higher. So we just broke our previous high on Friday, October 2022. So this is going higher and higher. Physical gold is up 1 cent, basically going sideways within its downward channel. Silver is moving up, so we are up 2.83%. So we were really stabilizing at 770 and not on 761. So sometimes this is what happens. A stock will just stabilize and choose a support a little bit higher. So this one was pretty clear and it used it to bounce a little bit. We don't have stochastic over 60 yet. One candle does not make a trend, but maybe this wants to go a little bit higher eventually. Bitcoin is also stabilizing over above 25,247. We had some buyer support right here on August 17th. And Ripple, pretty much the same thing. So we are stabilizing above 0.49. And US dollar, we are just under 103.580. So this is a very important line as you see it. We are very close to it, but we cannot just break it yet. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.